నమస్కారం మీరందరికీ. మీ RJJaya నమస్కారం. జై హింద్ కార్యక్రమానికి స్వాగతం సుస్వాగతం. హాంకాంగ్ లో ఇప్పుడు సమయం సాయంత్రం 7:02 ఇక్కడ వాతావరణం టెంపరేచర్ 16 డిగ్రీల సెల్సియస్ ఉంది. గాల్లో తేమ 66% ఉంది. మరి ఈ రోజు జై హింద్ కార్యక్రమంలో ఏంటి అంటే, జై హింద్ కార్యక్రమంలో ముందుగా మన అతిథిని పరిచయం చేసుకున్నాం. ఆ తర్వాత జాతీయ గేయం, తర్వాత పుట్టినరోజు శుభాకాంక్షలు, ఆ తర్వాత మన అతిథితోటి మాట్లాడి కొన్ని విషయాలు తెలుసుకుందాం. ఆ తర్వాత జాతీయ గీతం జనగణమన తోటి కార్యక్రమాన్ని ముగించేద్దాం. ముందుగా అయితే మన అతిథిని ఆహ్వానిద్దాం. నమస్కారం మేఘ్నా గారు. స్టోరీ జై హింద్ కార్యక్రమానికి మీకు స్వాగతం సుస్వాగతం.
నమస్కారం జయ, ತುಂಬಾ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು నన్ను పిలిచినారు మీరు జై హింద్ కార్యక్రమంకి.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ అమ్మా, థ్యాంక్ యూ. మేఘ్నా గారు బెంగళూరులో ఉంటారు. వారు బెంగళూరులో పుట్టి పెరిగారు. ఇంకా తెలుగువారే అయినా కానీ భారతదేశం అంతటా తిరగటం వల్ల వారు తెలుగు బాగా అర్థం చేసుకోగలరు. కానీ తెలుగు మన చిన్న చిన్న పదాలు వాక్యాలు వారు మాట్లాడగలరు. మనలాగా ఏకధాటిగా తెలుగు మాట్లాడలేరు అనమాట. కాబట్టి మీరు ఎవరైనా మేఘ్నా గారితో మాట్లాడాలి అనుకుంటే మీరు కాల్ చేసి తెలుగులో మాట్లాడితే వారు మీతో మాట్లాడే ప్రయత్నం చేస్తారు. మరి మేఘ్నా గారు, మనం ఇప్పుడు జాతీయ గేయం వందే మాత్రం తోటి కార్యక్రమాన్ని ప్రారంభిద్దాం.
సరే,
వందే మాత్రం వీలైతే మీరందరూ కూడా కలిసి ఆలపించే ప్రయత్నం చేయండి.
వందే మాతరం సుజలాం సుఫలాం మలయజ శీతలాం శస్య శ్యామలాం మాతరం వందే మాతరం శుభ్రజ్యోత్స్నా పులకితయామినీం పుల్లకుసుమిత ధ్రువదల శోభినీం సుహాసినీం సుమధుర భాషిణీం సుఖదాం వరదాం మాతరం వందే మాతరం వందే మాతరం.
వందే మాత్రం తర్వాత జవాన్ల కుటుంబాలకి, వారం పుట్టినరోజు జరిపిన వారికి మనం ప్రతి వారం కూడా శుభాకాంక్షలు తెలియజేస్తూ ఉన్నాం. అలాగే ఈ రోజు కూడా మనతో పాటు మేఘ్నా గారు ఉన్నారు. మేఘ్నా గారు కూడా పుట్టినరోజు శుభాకాంక్షలు తెలియజేస్తారు. మేఘ్నా గారు, ఎవ్రీ వీక్ ఆన్ జై హింద్ we wish our brothers and sisters serving for our country, and also we wish their families who celebrate their birthdays. As we all believe, our soldiers are busy serving on the front line or at peace, but they're busy serving our nation, and they don't take the opportunity, or they don't even think about celebrating their birthdays, and hence at Jai Hind we take a moment to wish them and pray God to protect them through these birthday wishes, and request you also to kindly bless them.
That's such a beautiful thought and such a beautiful initiative from Jai Hind. All the soldiers who are serving far away from their homes, it's only other soldiers only they can wish them and celebrate their birthdays. But it's very important for those soldiers to feel that the countrymen and Indians everywhere in the world care that they are protecting our nation day and night, and the only thought is India first.
And so your blessings, ma'am.
Definitely my blessings to every soldier. They are all our soldier sons of Mother India.
Thank you so much. And in regards to that, we present a small song in Sanskrit because we believe the only language is the language of nation, and only language that they believe is the language of serving the nation. Therefore, the language that we prefer to play which is a common language for all our mother tongues. So it is in Sanskrit, and it's a wish and a blessing to them. Also, we have another friend who has her birthday today, so we are wishing our friend also her birthday, and her name is Padma Priya. It's her birthday on 12th. So here's wishing all our soldiers, their families, and our friend a very happy birthday. This song is for them.
ऐ प्रिय सखे जन्मदिनमिदम् ऐ प्रिय सखे शन्तनोतु ते सर्वदा मुदम् शन्तनोतु ते सर्वदा मुदम् प्रार्थयामहे भव शतायुषी प्रार्थयामहे भव शतायुषी ईश्वर सदा त्वां च रक्षतु ईश्वर सदा त्वां च रक्षतु पुण्यकर्मणा कीर्तिमर्चय पुण्यकर्मणा कीर्तिमर्जय जीवनं तव भवतु सार्थकम् जीवनं तव भवतु सार्थकम् जन्मदिनमिदम् ऐ प्रिय सखे जन्मदिनमिदम् ऐ प्रिय सखे शन्तनोतु ते सर्वदा मुदम् शन्तनोतु ते सर्वदा मुदम् सर्वदा मुदम् सर्वदा.
Meghna Garu, the meaning of the song is, "Oh dear friend, may this birthday bring auspiciousness and joy to you forever. Indeed, we all pray for your long life. May the Lord always protect you. By noble deeds, may you attain fame and may your life be fulfilled." That's the meaning of this song.
Beautiful.
Thank you for your wishes, Ma. Normally on a weekend, say Sunday, for us, of course, in Hong Kong, it's a total holiday. Like, there is no help absolutely. So the whole time goes up in cleaning and cooking and getting ready for the family. So, how was your day, ma'am?
My day also in India, it's pretty similar. A lot of house help get a day off. And so, yes, I think they deserve it also because they work as hard as anyone else does. And yes, it's relaxed, but we make something simple. And yeah, clean up the house and generally get your cooking going, and the afternoon is relaxed.
And the weather here for us in Hong Kong is too gloomy, like it's too cold, and probably like a typhoon, a monsoon, winter coming in. So it's quite gloomy here, and also the weather outside, in the sense because of the health conditions, the coronavirus condition, it's a total blackout outside. No people around. It's like
yes, that I can imagine. I think it's good. Precaution is better than cure, and I'm glad that people are taking those precautions because this virus should be limited and not spread.
Otherwise, it would have been hustling and bustling with a lot of noise around and parties around. So it's a quiet city now. I guess we have a friend online. Let's check who it is, please. I think their call dropped. All right. So we go ahead. వింటున్న ఆత్మీయులందరికీ కూడా మనతో పాటు ఉన్నారు అతిథి ఈరోజు శ్రీమతి మేఘ్నా గిరీష్ గారు. నవంబర్ 2016లో జమ్మూలోని నగ్రోటాలో ఉగ్రవాదులతో పోరాడి అమరుడైన మేజర్ అక్షయ్ గిరీష్ కుమార్ తల్లి శ్రీమతి మేఘ్నా గిరీష్ గారితో మనం ఇప్పుడు మాట్లాడుతున్నాం అనమాట. మీరు ఎవరైనా కాల్ చేసి మాట్లాడాలి అంటే కాల్ చేయొచ్చు. नवंबर में नगरोटा सैन्य शिविर पर हुए हमले मेजर अक्षय गिरीश ने अपनी मातृभूमि की रक्षा के लिए प्राणों की आहुति दी थी. उनकी माताजी श्रीमती मेघना गिरीश जी आज हमारे साथ है और आपको उनसे बात करना चाहते हैं तो इस पे कॉल करते हैं. कॉल चाहिए नंबर्स USA 703-879-6611, UK 020-3287-8674, Australia 02-8006-8674, भारत देश నుంచి थे भारत से 9666-778674. And from anywhere in the world, you may call upon Skype. Our Skype ID is tori.live1, tori.live1. Or otherwise, you may Gmail to torielive@gmail.com, torilive, torielive@gmail.com. And also on Facebook page, RJJaya.
హలో
నమస్తే అండి.
హలో.
స్వాగతం. హలో.
హాయ్ జయక్క, నమస్తే, చాలా రోజుల తర్వాత.
యా, నమస్తే కవిత. మనతో మేఘ్నా గారు ఉన్నారు, మాట్లాడండి మేఘ్నా గారు.
నమస్తే మేఘ్నా గారు. నమస్తే అండి.
నమస్తే జయ, ఎట్లున్నారు మీరు?
బాగున్నాను. నాకు బాగా అనిపించింది ఏంటంటే ఈ ఆర్మీ చూడండి, ఈ రోజున చైనాలో కరోనా వైరస్ కానివ్వండి, ఇండియాలో కూడా ఇప్పుడు వాళ్ళ వచ్చిన ఇండియన్స్ కానివ్వండి, ఉన్నది ఒక ఆర్మీ క్యాంపుల్లోనే ఉన్నారు. అంటే ఆర్మీ ఏ విధంగా అయినా ప్రజల్ని ప్రొటెక్ట్ చేస్తుంది అనేది చాలా బెస్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్. అంటే ఇంత డేంజరస్ వైరస్ లో కూడా వాళ్ళని యాక్సెప్ట్ చేసింది చూడండి, దట్ ఈజ్ ఆర్మీ.
అవునండి, మీరు చాలా బాగా చెప్పినారు. దెర్ ఇస్ నో రోల్ విచ్ ది ఆర్మీ డస్ నాట్ ప్లే ఇన్ ఇండియా. అందరూ అనుకుంటారు ఇట్స్ ఓన్లీ ఫర్ ఫైటింగ్ అండ్ ప్రొటెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ ద కంట్రీ, బట్ మన ఆర్మీ చాలా మారల్ ఆర్మీ, కమిటెడ్ ఆర్మీ అండ్ బ్రేవ్ ఆర్మీ. ఎప్పుడైనా ఎర్త్ క్వేక్ చూడండి, సునామీ రాని, ఇఫ్ దెర్ ఇస్ అ సైక్లోన్, ఇఫ్ దెర్ ఇస్ ఎనీ డిజాస్టర్, ఇప్పుడు ఈవెన్ ఫర్ కరోనా వైరస్ evacuees, they are being looked after by the Indian Army. So Indian Army is something which people are so well trained and they are so patriotic that they will go out of their way beyond their duty to help other citizens or any other country's citizens also. That is why we are so proud of our army.
Proud. అసలు యాక్చువల్ గా యాజ్ ఎ ఇండియన్ మదర్, అంటే ఒక ఇండియన్ మదర్ కి ఎవ్రీ సోల్జర్ ఒక సన్ లాంటి వాడే. ఆ భారతదేశానికే కాదండి, నిజంగా మా దాంట్లో కూడా ఒక ఆర్మీ పర్సన్ ఉన్నారు. నాకు నిజంగా ఆర్మీ అంటే నాకు నా దేశం నిజంగా అండి. నేను ఈ రోజు నేను ఇంత ఫ్రీడమ్ గా హాయిగా బిందాస్ గా నేను లైఫ్ లీడ్ చేస్తున్నాను అంటే నాకు అన్నం పెట్టే రైతు, నా దేశాన్ని నన్ను కాపాడే ఒక ఆర్మీ పర్సన్.
కరెక్ట్ అండి, దట్స్ వెరీ వెరీ ట్రూ. అందుకే యా కాలంలోనూ జై జవాన్ జై కిసాన్ అని స్లోగన్ రేస్ చేసిండేదే కాదు, దట్ హోల్డ్స్ గుడ్ ఈవెన్ టుడే. Without our soldiers, nobody can go about their lives with freedom and follow their dreams. That is definitely the truth.
కానీ ఆ ఆర్మీ నిజంగా అంటే ఈ చైనా నుంచి అంత అక్కడ కంట్రీని, అక్కడ బోర్డర్ ని కాపాడుకోవడం, ఈవెన్ దో ఇక్కడ ఎంత డేంజరస్ బోర్డర్, మన పాకిస్తాన్ బోర్డర్ కానివ్వండి, అది అంటే నా వాళ్ళు అని ఎవ్రీ ఆర్మీ పర్సన్ ఆ సోల్జర్ తీసుకొని ఆ ఫీల్ ని తీసుకుని తన అంటే మదర్ రోల్ ప్లే చేస్తున్నారండి. నిజంగా చెప్తే మదర్ రోల్ అనేది మదర్ కి బెస్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్. సెకండ్ అంటే మదర్ షాడో అనమాట ఒక ఆర్మీ పర్సన్ అనేది నాకు అనిపిస్తుంది ఇన్నర్ గా.
దట్స్ అ వెరీ నైస్ థాట్. అవును, అండ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ట్రూ. మా కంట్రీ జోగ్రాఫికలీ ఉండేది, వీఆర్ సరౌండెడ్ బై డిఫికల్ట్ neighborhood, and yes, it's important to protect.
అంటే ఎవ్రీ సోల్జర్ కి అసలు ఎవ్రీ పర్సన్ రుణపడి ఉండడం. అంటే మనకి జన్మనిచ్చినది అమ్మ అయితే ఆ జన్మని మనం బెస్ట్ లైఫ్ లీడ్ చేయడానికి హెల్ప్ చేసిన ఆర్మీ పర్సన్ కూడా నిజంగా అమ్మకిచ్చేంత గౌరవం కంటే కూడా లవ్ ని షేర్ చేస్తే చాలా బాగుంటుంది అనేది అనిపిస్తుంది నాకు. థ్యాంక్ యూ అండి. అండ్ జయక్క, కావ్యకి మా అక్కకి విష్ చేశారు, పద్మకి. అక్క మెనీ మెనీ మోర్ హ్యాపీ రిటర్న్స్ ఆఫ్ ద డే. మా అక్కకి మీ సాంగ్ తో విషెస్ దొరికాయి. అండ్ అక్క వాళ్ళ బాబుకి కూడా సెప్టెంబర్ లో అప్పుడు మీరు ఇచ్చారు. నాకు చాలా ఇష్టం, మీ విషెస్ చాలా స్పెషల్ గా ఉంటాయి. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ అక్క. ఆఫ్టర్ లాంగ్ టైం. నిజంగా మీ సోల్జర్స్ ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ కూడా నిజంగా రియల్లీ హ్యాట్స్ ఆఫ్ అక్క. థ్యాంక్ యూ. బాయ్ బాయ్.
మనకి కవిత సైనికుల గురించి చెప్పిన మాట, మరి మీ మనవరాలు నైనా చాలా ముద్దుగా చక్కగా చెప్పింది. అదొకసారి విందామా మేఘ్నా గారు?
ఎస్ ప్లీజ్. అది వాళ్ళ ఏం చెప్పినారో దానికి, అది 1 year ఆఫ్టర్ అక్షయ్ వాజ్ మార్టర్డ్, అది దాన్ని రిమెంబర్ చేసుకొని అంత బాగా షీ హ్యాస్ స్పోకెన్. సో ఐ విల్ బి వెరీ హ్యాపీ ఇఫ్ ఎవ్రీబడి విల్ సీ హౌ అ 4-year-old రిమెంబర్స్ హర్ ఫాదర్స్ వర్డ్స్.
ఈ చిన్నారి పాప నాయన వాళ్ళ నాన్నగారు తనకి చెప్పి నేర్పించిన మాటలు అనమాట. వాళ్ళ నాన్నగారు పోయిన 1 సంవత్సరం తర్వాత కూడా ఆ పాపకి ఆ మాటలన్నీ గుర్తున్నాయి. ఎంతో చక్కగా ఆర్మీ అంటే ఏమిటి, ఆర్మీలో ఉన్న వాళ్ళు ఏం చేస్తారు అనే విషయాన్ని 4 ముక్కల్లో ముద్దు ముద్దుగా చాలా బాగా చెప్పింది. ఇప్పుడు విన్నాం నైనా ఏమంటుందో.
That help us, not bad uncles to fight, and army is to make us love, and army is to fight with bad uncles, and the army is to help us not get afraid, and army is that do gentle to everyone who's very good, and they go to the show.
Very good. And who told you this, Naina?
My papa in the whole old house next to your friend's house.
Yeah, your papa told you all this about army?
Yeah.
Wow, so nice. And I'm so proud of you, Naina. Can you say Jayan for me?
Jen.
Look at the camera and say Jayan.
Jen.
Very good.
That's so cute. So very special indeed. And she says, after a whole house, after your house.
Yeah, she says in the old house next to your friend's house. And she says she calls army fights with bad uncles because she doesn't know the word terrorists or enemies. So she says bad uncles. And army teaches us to love. And army teaches us not to be afraid. I think if these are the words that she remembers from Akshay, her father, you know, when she was just 3 years old, Akshay was martyred. And if these are the words that she remembers from her father, then I think it's wonderful that he has spoken to her about the army, and she will always be proud of that.
And the spirit that she is holding on, the way she is saying it is also very clear, and she understands what she said. That's amazing. So she keeps you busy on weekends when she's not at school.
Oh yeah, she's a bundle of energy just like Akshay used to be. Chala adutundi. She's jumping all the time, and she wants me and my husband also to play with her. So come Tata, let us play badminton, you know, do coloring with me, do this with me, do that with me. Tennis class కి వేసినాము. ఎలాంటే she has so much energy, దాన్ని ఛానలైజ్ చేయాలా అని తెలియలే మాకు. సో twice a week టెన్నిస్ క్లాస్ కి పిలుచుకోపోతాము. And she has a good knack, just like her father. She picks up very easily.
Okay. సో మీరు మామూలుగా వీక్ డేస్ లో ఎలా ఉంటుంది అంటే హౌ డస్ ఇట్ గో, మీకు రొటీన్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది? Do you go to the trust every day?
Yeah, I mean the trust office is part of our home, so I do work from the house itself. And trust the emo ogut nadustu untundi because Major Akshay Girish Memorial Trust memo register chesindedi yala ante so that more and more young people are motivated and inspired by the real heroes to serve the country. Yav field ana kani the gratitude of being citizens of, you know, Bharat and wanting to do in their own way, contribute to the country. Dreams and passions manadi manam follow cheyala, daniku effort aitundi. But at the same time, how do we give back to society? How do we give back to country? Adi konchamo we try to inspire with real life stories. So that is the main aim of the trust. And that's going well. It keeps us busy. We have a large group of retired Army, Air Force, Navy veterans who are, you know, our friends and our resource people who take very good sessions. And we also have student volunteers and other volunteers also who support our work. So the whole work goes on a volunteer basis. Nobody gets paid anything. And that is our biggest strength, and that is something which gives us a lot of encouragement and motivation. That a lot of until there are a lot of good people in our country, in our society who want to do good and who are looking at you know, helping out, going out of their way. So yeah, weekdays are busy, weekends are relatively less busy.
ఇప్పుడు నైనా అలర్ట్ చేసినట్టుగానే మీరు అన్నారు, అక్షయ్ గిరీష్ కూడా చిన్నప్పుడు చాలా యాక్టివ్ గా ఉండేవారు అని. అండ్ దట్ మీకు ట్విన్స్ అప్పట్లో, మరి
అవును.
ఇద్దరు పిల్లలు కలిసి మిమ్మల్ని బాగా బిజీ పెట్టేవాళ్ళ? ఎలా ఉండేది ఇద్దరు ట్విన్స్ తోటి?
అవునవును. ఐ మీన్ విత్ ఇన్ 1 year of marriage, ట్విన్స్ అక్షయ్ నేహ బోత్ వర్ బోర్న్. అందుకు అప్పటి నుంచి లైఫ్ హ్యాస్ బీన్ అ రోలర్ కోస్టర్ రైడ్ అన్నట్లా. సో కాన్స్టెంట్లీ బీన్ బిజీ. 5:30 తెల్వారు లేస్తే రాత్రి 11:30-12 వరకు నాన్ స్టాప్ ఆన్ మై ఫీట్. And we were young parents, and I just going by intuition raised both of them, and I think it's been the best years of our lives. I feel I grew up with my children, and they were wonderful kids. They've always been wonderful kids. So yet till time pass, I know తెలియలేదు. At the same time, I was a working mother. Akshay
Okay.
Neha were 2.5-year-old when I went back to teaching in university. అంటే ఎక్కడెక్కడ జాబ్ చిక్కిందో నాకు, గిరీష్, దట్ ఈస్ అక్షయ్ నేహాస్ ఫాదర్, మై హస్బెండ్, హీ వాజ్ ఆల్సో అన్ ఎయిర్ ఫోర్స్ ఫైటర్ పైలట్. సో ఎక్కడెక్కడ పోస్టింగ్ అవుతుందో అక్కడ మేము ఎప్పుడు మూవ్ చేస్తూ ఉన్నాము. బట్ ఈచ్ న్యూ క్లాస్ వాజ్ ఇన్ అ న్యూ స్కూల్ అక్షయ్ నేహాకు. ఎల్కేజీ బీదర్ లో, యూకేజీ వెలింగ్టన్ లో, క్లాస్ 1 గోరఖ్పూర్ లో, క్లాస్ 2 చెన్నైలో, అట్లా. సో కాన్స్టెంట్ మూవ్మెంట్, కాన్స్టెంట్ చేంజ్ అయినా చాలా బాగా అడాప్ట్ చేసుకుంటూ ఉండ్రి అన్ని చోట్లలోనూ ఫ్రెండ్స్. And there was never any problem raising the twins. They had each other for company, and I really enjoyed being their mother, and I was also working myself, and they were most considerate. That's how it was. Akshay,
yeah, please go ahead.
Akshay, the story chappala ante, he was the type of child who was, always spreading happiness and joy, and very, very cheerful, and so concerned and considerate. నేను పనికి పోయి వాపస్ వస్తే మధ్యాహ్నం 3:30-4 o'clock ఇంటికి వస్తే వాండ్లే నాకంటే ముందు వాండ్లే ఇంటికి చేరుతూ ఉండ్రి. And the minute I come home, he will say, Amma, you must be tired. Ab bed jao, he'll get me a glass of water. I mean, very few children think of it from the parents' point of view.
Correct.
Most children feel that, oh, you left me and went away, and I'm alone and I want this and I want that. But Akshay was one child who would look at it from the other person's perspective. That was a very rare quality that he had.
So now, how were Neha and Akshay? Were they always having fights and fun together, or one was ahead and one was saying, oh, okay, you go for it, I'm not coming?
No, they had each other for all the fun and very few fights. They had a few fights, pillow fights like all siblings would have, but overall they were very well bonded. Akshay looked up to Neha actually when he was small, and Neha took care of Akshay in a way like a bigger sister. I think it comes naturally to the girl, possibly. And there were very few fights. If anything, they both ganged up against the parents. Whenever we caught them doing something naughty, they would support each other. So, and Neha never used to like me shouting at Akshay or yelling at Akshay if he did something naughty, or if he pinched her or something, which he did do sometimes, scratched her face or something. She would always say, no, you don't shout at him, you don't interfere, like. So that's a very special bond which twins have. We forget that they spend many months in the womb together. So I think they know each other better than anybody else knows them.
True. Amma, you mentioned about transfers happening every year. Okay. Now, for me too, as a child, my father in railways, we had frequent transfers. Ippati generation though, now the parents of this generation, millennials what we say, వాళ్ళు change ki adapt avtaaniki bhayapadtaru. So I think this will be just the right time for me to get a good word from you to encourage the younger parents to understand the adaptability capabilities of a child, whether in those 70 years, 80 years, 1990s, leaving aside the decade, even the coming decade, also the kids are the same who can adapt themselves well to any situation. Can you please give the core strength of that adaptability?
I think I would like to go back much before my children. I was born in Mathura and brought up all over the country. My father was also in the army. And I think every time there is change, that's a new learning. Ante adog tara, life is a journey, it's an education, and every exposure to a place, small or big, or to people who are different from us, it builds your own confidence to deal with change and your ability to make the best out of every situation. I would strongly advise parents to embrace change, and children react as per the parents' reactions. If we look at something with fear, they also get fearful. If we look at something as a positive adventure, they also look at it like that. In fact, Akshay Neha, like after class 4, they had to go to class 5 in the same city in Chennai. And they were like, why are we in the same city? Yala, memu pass ainnam kada, 4th nunchi 5th potunnam kada, yala ade school lik vesinnar malla. So,
Okay.
they are ready to take on that change. And to move, and to at the same time they hold back their friendships and their bonding to the family. When they go on leave or on holiday, they meet their grandparents, their cousins, their uncles, aunts with a lot of love and affection. But they're not afraid of going into a new place or a new school or a new environment. Now, if you look at it in adulthood, that's so important. The world has become a small place. People are traveling all over, kada. So this exposure, I think, actually prepares children from the armed forces very well to go into any field and to take on any lifestyle, big or small, because from the beginning they are exposed to that kind of an environment.
Yeah, because as a teacher and as a parent here, I see many of them, kind of saying, "Oh, we don't want that change. We don't want to go through the cycle all over again. It's so hard for us, and it's so hard for the children. We don't want to trouble the children." That kind of attitude, like easy settling down is what everybody is looking at now. Hence, I thought this might be very helpful if our listeners are.
I think easy can also be very boring and very repetitive, kada.
Yeah.
So it's good to have a mix of both. May not be good to move all the time, where here it is professional demands, but at the same time not to shy away from moving, as and when the situation demands. Because I think travel and exposure and living in different places, that is an education by itself. No education can provide that.
Yeah. Amma, I want to listen to Major Akshay Girish voice once, and hence a small clipping is there, which is hardly for a minute. So let's listen to it.
Thank you.
That is a very short clipping, but we could hear his voice, and it echoes a lot of responsibility from his voice and the pride, confidence, pride that he takes. Yeah. So as a young officer, he was definitely what people would look at and say, yes, we want to be like Major Akshay. We want to become like Major Akshay. Unfortunately, that incident has taken him away from us, far away from us, but yet he is there amongst us. His smile is there amongst us, and his good words are there with us all the time. Especially the poem that he always would say. Would you like to say that poem, or shall I say it?
Yeah, I think I would like you to read it out.
Okay. So basically, Akshay means indestructible and one who lives forever. This poem was written by Major Akshay when he was in NDA in 2004. ఆయన రాసిన ఈ పోయం ప్రతి మాట అందులో చాలా అర్థం ఉంటుంది. ఇది ఆంగ్లంలో ఉంది, ఇంగ్లీష్ లో ఉంది. So whoever is listening to this poem, I'm sure everybody will understand each word and the depth of meaning it carries within it. If you feel like crying, call me. I don't promise I can make you laugh, but I can cry with you if you feel alone. Think of me. I don't promise I'll be in front of you, but when you close your eyes, you will see me. If you find times are getting tough, don't quit. Keep moving, because when you need a helping hand, I am there to support you all the way. But when you reach your destination, don't think you did it because I supported you, but because you believed in yourself, and this is what matters most. This is so inspiring. Like, anytime anybody takes to say, I can't do it, I mean, this poem would literally put them on their toes and they would be sprinting away.
Yeah, and for a young boy, still in his teens, to be writing like this, and I believe that Akshay still guides us. It is because of the positivity and the never say, die spirit that the way he lived his life, in his 30 years, he achieved so much and he touched so many lives in such a positive way. And he went in a blaze of heroism, saving the lives of many people, including women and children who were held hostage by the Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists. And he made the supreme sacrifice, saving so many lives. And if life is short, this is the way he would have wanted to lead his life. He made the most of every minute of every day. He worked hard, he enjoyed himself, he helped many people, he achieved a lot, he did very well in whatever he took on. He brought laurels to his unit, to his regiment. He brought pride to his soldiers, to his men, to his organization, and to the country, and to our family. So when the emotion gets really difficult, as it is now, and when you feel really sad, then you feel that if life is to be lived, it is to be lived the way Akshay lived his life.
To the fullest.
To the fullest. To the fullest. Never holding back, never fearful, never depressed, never. No, it isn't that things were always easy for him. There were setbacks, there were times he had to put in a great deal of effort, but he bounced back after every tiny setback, ఇప్పుడు స్టూడెంట్స్ చదువుతూ ఉన్నప్పుడు యా కోర్సుకు పోవలనో ఏం అచీవ్ చేయవలనో అది కాకపోతే పీపుల్ గెట్ అప్సెట్. నథింగ్ ఫర్ హిమ్, హీ వాజ్ నథింగ్ దట్ వన్ గుడ్ నైట్ స్లీప్ డిడ్ నాట్ చేంజ్ ఫర్ హిమ్ ఓవర్ నైట్. నెక్స్ట్ మార్నింగ్ he would bounce back and he would say, all right, this is what I'm going to do, and that's it, no worry. I never had a day's worry bringing up Akshay. That positivity is what keeps us going. And the poetry he wrote is so deep, and many of his poems we found after Akshay was martyred. It's as if he knew that he was, he put his motherland before everything else. He knew since he was a very young child that I want to serve my country with pride. Enne maatlu vanni foreign countries kanta ma biddalni pilchukoni poyinnam memo. We've gone to USA, UK, Switzerland, Spain. We've traveled the world with them, but every time he would be on his way back on the plane, he would come and sit next to me and talana shoulder pain pettesi he would say that I'm very happy to be going back. It was a great holiday. Double unte malla podamo. But India is the country that I want to live in, and I want to join the armed forces, and I want to serve my country with pride. He was very clear about the direction. And as a mother, I feel that he did what he did very well, and he served out his passions and he served his country and he gave his life for his country, and that's a great matter of pride for us.
Definitely. As you said, since his childhood, he had a very clear picture and sense of direction, that where he wants to go, what he wants to do on AD, which is
Yes.
quite not heard of among children.
No, there are many children who are clear.
No, what I'm trying to say is, even after going around visiting all the foreign countries, all the countries away from India, yet he comes back to say that he still wants to serve the country. That's the thing. Serve motherland అనేది అన్ని కంట్రీస్ చూసాక ఓ ఇది చాలా బాగుంది ఇక్కడికి వెళ్ళిపోదాము అని చెప్పొచ్చు కదా పిల్లలు, బట్ స్టిల్ it's not that he didn't have an exposure to the country, to the world outside our country, right?
Yes, and when we went, he enjoyed himself over there. But at the same time, his direction was very clear that he wants to live in India and he wants to serve in India. And for the just 1 week short of 9 years of service when he was martyred in Nagrota, but the 9 years he was very happy doing what he was doing. And yenno matal chaptu unda, he said, see, my friends are in many good jobs in the corporate sector and other fields, but they are not as happy as I am. I am very happy I chose to serve my country. Every day is a challenge. I'm very happy I've earned the respect of my men. I'm very happy that my unit is my family also, away from home. Aduktara, he had that within himself.
So yeah, and therefore he is definitely a great inspiration for the youngsters who are aspiring to serve our country in whatever stream maybe, but he's definitely a very good inspiration for our youngsters. And as of course you mentioned to us that he loves one song, and here's the song. Shall we listen to
and before you play that song, I would like to say that it's a old movie, Roja. I think it was 1992. Akshay was very young at that time, but when he saw the movie later, and this particular song was one of his all-time favorites. So I would like you to play his song.
And thanks to Hong Kong friend Iqbal Sheikh garu, thank you so much for sending in this song. He was traveling and he had just landed in Mumbai, but then he said he's recording and sending the song for us. So
that's so nice. Thank you, Iqbal Shekhar.
So this song is by Iqbal Sheikh, and as Meghna ji mentioned, this song is from Roja.
जान से प्यारा है, सबसे न्यारा गुलिस्ता हमारा है। भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है, सबसे न्यारा गुलिस्ता हमारा है। सदियों से भारत भूमि दुनिया की शान है, भारत माँ की रक्षा में जीवन कुर्बान है। भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है, सबसे न्यारा गुलिस्ता हमारा है। हिंदुस्तानी नाम हमारा है, सबसे प्यारा देश हमारा है। हिंदुस्तानी नाम हमारा है, सबसे प्यारा देश हमारा है। जन्मभूमि है हमारे शान से सभी तो भाई भाई प्यार से रहेंगे हम, हिंदुस्तान नाम हमारा है, सबसे प्यारा देश हमारा है।
జై హింద్ కార్యక్రమానికి పునః స్వాగతం అండి. మేఘ్నాజీ, ప్లీజ్ ఎక్స్క్యూజ్ ఫర్ ద టెక్నికల్ గ్లిచ్ ఇన్ ద ట్రాక్, బట్ హీ మేనేజ్ టు రికార్డ్ ద సాంగ్ ఫర్ us. Thanks so much, Iqbal.
I think Iqbal Sheikh sang it beautifully, and for a moment I was imagining how Akshay must be smiling listening to it.
I'm sure. Yeah. And we have another friend also who sang the same song for us, because I was not sure, as Iqbalji was traveling, so I was not sure. Hence asked another friend. So Rao Garu also recorded the same song. We'll play it after a while. But Rao Garu, thank you so much for helping us with that song. We are going to listen to that song soon. Aite, Meghna Garu, you are very well known for expressing your thoughts and putting thoughts together on your blog and through tweets. Meeru,
Yes.
How did this come up to you?
It started very early, Akshay was martyred on 29th November 2016. It was hugely covered in the media, and the outpouring of pride and sorrow and support for what Akshay did and his team did. He was leading the quick response team against the Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists. And the support that came from the country, so many people wrote and came, and his final farewell was attended by I don't know how many thousands and thousands of people. It was all live on television. I was so overwhelmed with the expression of respect and honor that Akshay got from his countrymen, that I thought as a family it's our duty to thank people. And that is why very early on 2nd December itself, I put out a thank you message on social media. And from one thing led to the other, people wanted to know his story. And then I started writing his story as a blog. It's called Finding New Meaning. And as a mother, it helped me to cope with my own loss. I brought out the entire story since Akshay's birth. And after I finished with his story, I started writing stories of all our other soldier heroes as well. So I have written about many heroes, sung as well as unsung. Captain Tushar Mahajan, Pawan Kumar, Mohit Sharma, Lance Naik, Om Prakash, Lance Naik, Rajveer Singh, and we have connected with many families such as ours, and we have taken strength from that to continue a very brave and legacy of service to the nation. Because what all these brave soldiers did is not to be just forgotten. They continue to inspire, and their work is not over. We who are remaining as Indians, we may be older and not directly able to contribute, but when we bring these stories to our young people, as an Indian, I have great faith in our students, in our youth, and I feel somehow very positive and strong that they are going to lead our country very well in future. And the inputs that go in should also help them to become more clear and more committed about, giving back to the motherland and to take it forward. So that keeps us going. And it's not just me, it is our entire family which is united in doing this work. And we have, like I said, a large group of friends, well-wishers and volunteers without whom we could not have done anything. And Akshay somewhere is the guiding star, because he loved India, and he wore his heart on his sleeve, and he was very clear about it, and that he has passed on to us to continue that legacy.
Yes, truly, ma'am. And also, on Republic, when you were speaking on Republic for the Republic Day, you had mentioned about your group, which is called Grit Group.
Yes. So that was part of Proud to be Indian series on Republic, and the Grit Group. We call ourselves the Grit Group. It's a loose coming together of families of martyred soldiers. So we have parents, we have wives who are Veer Naris, we have children, and we also have non-soldier related people who feel for the cause and who are there to respect and honor our soldiers. We have authors, we have people from the group called Desh. We have anybody can be part of our Grit Group, but we meet regularly, and we are there for each other, and we share our memories, and at the same time we all smile and give each other strength. And many of them are also doing excellent work in different fields in memory of their loved soldier. So that is what Grit is all about. Grit is never giving up. That is what our sons would want us to be like, not to break down and, to give up on life, because they have shown us the way forward.
And any activity that is in pipeline from this group?
It's not directly from the group as such, but yes, Kargil Vijay Divas. We recently had the 1971 War Vijay Divas commemoration, which our trust initiated, but for which the Grit families were also invited and they also participated. So yes, we keep doing and meeting and doing something or the other. Major Sandeep Unnikrishnan is also Bangalore Braveheart, and like for his birthday, their group also organizes a motivational event, and so we attend all these events. Colonel Jojan Thomas had another event like this, so we went there as well. So this is how we keep things moving forward, and a lot of people get to see how brave the families of our soldiers who made the supreme sacrifice are. Yeah. And I think that's the message that we would like to send, that a nation comes first, and never to be afraid, and no matter what the challenges are, we will rise.
Yes, ma'am. And also, as you just mentioned about 1971 Vijay Divas, can you please tell us more about this event? Because in the recent past, this has not been celebrated at this magnitude. Otherwise, it is happening in the forces. Within the forces, the celebrations are happening, definitely.
Yes. But I think as a group outside of the defense services, we decided to do it in Bengaluru as a big open event, open to all, and audience came from different walks of life. And why we did it was the 1971 war was a very historic period when India actually liberated an entire nation, and the birth of a new nation happened. Bangladesh was born because it was a war of liberation, where Indian Army went in to help the locals who were then part of East Pakistan to be free from the tyranny of the Pakistan forces. There was genocide, and we had millions of Bangladeshi refugees, Bangla refugees who came into India, and that would have been like, probably the media didn't highlight it enough, but it was a very, very, very oppressive situation out there. And it was at that time that the Indian government decided to come to the aid of the Bengali community in East Pakistan. And Indian Army fought fought for the liberation of Bangladeshis. Can you imagine that it's the largest largest surrender of enemy troops? 93,000 Pakistani soldiers surrendered to the Indian army in 1971
It's a
war.
very big number. Yes.
It's the largest after any of the, I think, after the Second World War. And they were all prisoners of war in India. And Bangladesh was liberated as an independent country. And see how well they are doing today. And we have a friendly neighborhood in Bangladesh next to us. And and the heroes who fought that war were our soldiers. And they are all above the ages of 75 today. And we often forget to felicitate them, to honor them, to commemorate them that day. So we decided to celebrate 1971 War Vijay Divas, and we felicitated 7 1971 war veterans from the Air Force and the Army, different ranks, different ages, who fought in Bangladesh side as well as on the western side of India. And many of them awarded as well. And we brought all of them to stage. And one of them was also a missing prisoner of war, missing in action POW, an Air Force pilot, squadron leader Jatinder Das Kumar. His daughter came to accept the honor on her father's behalf. So we also had our guest of honor, Major General Ian Cardozo. I think you have had him on Jai Hind earlier.
Yes.
Yes.
Last week we had him, yeah.
Yes, so he's a very inspiring war hero as well, and disabled soldier. And the stories of these 7 heroes, we made a video of that and we played it. And it was a big hit. It was such a big hit. Everybody from the armed forces fraternity, as well as students, as well as civilians, so many people just wanted to come and be part. We expected about 300 people and the hall was jam packed. We had to put extra chairs. There were over 400 people who attended the event. So we realized that there is a huge sense of wanting to know more about our heroes and wanting to respect them. And I think we need to create more opportunities for civilians and defense people to come together on the same platform and to build this, patriotism and service feeling. So we are very happy that we ventured into doing this, and we hope to repeat it in the next year as well.
Oh, it must happen next year too, ma'am, because this inspires me to think on those lines and start doing Vijay Divas for 1971 Vijay Divas too, because I do Kargil Vijay Divas here in Hong Kong for the past 4 years. I've been doing it.
Yes.
So I guess it's nice just to do the 1971 Vijay Divas too.
Yeah. It's the Bangladesh celebrates their Independence Day on the same day as we celebrate Vijay Divas in India. So it's a wonderful togetherness in that sense too.
So, Meghna ji, any other writing from your side which is ready and coming up, or has been released, or is being released very soon?
My blog, I need to write the next episode, but I plan to do so quickly. But in the meantime, can I read out a little bit of another poem of Akshay's which we found in his trunk, in his diary after he was martyred?
Sure,
so
please. A few minutes, yes.
So the depth of his thoughts and his feeling, the strength that he gives us comes from his thoughts. And he's called the poem Moving On. And he says, the soul needs time, a short and simple while to grieve. For the pain in the heart, hidden with all might, must die. Hope must replace despair, though all might not seem fair to you. Light must brighten up the dark, though it must be hard, you must. Faith must overtake hopelessness, though it might seem helpless at present. Peace must overtake worry, though it cannot be done in a hurry. Slowly it must. Joy should replace tears, though the pain is hard to bear, it must. Fate has to be fought alone, battles won and lost alone, and life must go on. Cruel as it might seem, life is not a dream. Face it with courage.
Wow. It's like he has seen something that is coming and he knows what he has to say.
Yes, Jaya, this is the feeling I also get, because the whole of 2016 he was sending us bravery stories on WhatsApp, on the family WhatsApp. You know, a story about a soldier who fought bravely in IPKF Sri Lanka. Another soldier a Russian soldier who called an air raid on himself in Syria because he wanted the ISIS to be bombed. And he was ready to give up his own life, but he didn't want the ISIS terrorists to escape. And just 10 days before Nagrota was attacked, 18th November is Rezangla, Battle of Rezangla. Yeah. And on 18th, he sent us that WhatsApp in the night. And he said, I think it's a very good way to say good night. Please read. And he made our entire family read and comment on that story of unmatched valor in 1962 war with China, you know, the Battle of Rezangla. So he was inspired by bravery and commitment to the nation. And he had said earlier also that if ever I am put in such a position, I will never step back. And his seniors also knew that. In fact, Colonel Kunal Krishna, one of his seniors, in his tribute to Akshay, he spoke about an incident. He said that when Akshay was posted in Kupwara, Tangdhar in Kashmir as a young officer, how bravely after doing, he lay in patrol at night waiting. There was some intelligence report that there would be a terrorist infiltration is likely to happen. So all night he had stayed awake, waiting for something like that to happen. And in the wee hours of the morning when the terrorists tried to infiltrate, then the patrol opened up fire and he was part of that, bid to stop the infiltration, and many of them were killed or taken away. So in fact, referring to that incident, this Colonel Kunal had said that if ever I have to go to war, I would want Akshay in my team because I know that he will never abandon his post. So I think coming from his senior, that's a great compliment to Akshay.
True, very true. Ma, thank you so much for sharing so many positive things about a young officer who saw the nation first and served for the nation first. I'm sure people who are listening would definitely take great inspiration from this, and the future generation also will take great inspiration from all his work ever that he has been doing for the country and he has done for the country and that he thought of for the country. Truly very inspiring, and sure, definitely the flag is flying high because of all the great sacrifices and services rendered by the soldiers and their families too. Thank you.
A big salute from me to all the soldiers, and my best wishes to all parents and all young people who may be listening to your program.
Thank you so much, Ma. And we sign off with our national anthem. Please stay with us.
अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा, विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा, तब शुभ नामे जागे, तब शुभ आशीष मांगे, गाहे तब जय गाथा, जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
జాతీయ గీతం తర్వాత ఆత్మీయులందరికీ హృదయపూర్వక ధన్యవాదాలు. ఈ కార్యక్రమం వింటున్న ఆత్మీయులందరికీ హృదయపూర్వక ధన్యవాదాలు. అలాగే మేఘ్నా గారు మీకు కూడా హృదయపూర్వక ధన్యవాదాలు. ఈ రోజు మీరు టైం తీసుకుని మా జై హింద్ షో కోసం మా అందరితోటి మాట్లాడారు. చాలా మంచి విషయాలు చెప్పారు, ఎంతో ఇన్స్పైరింగ్ విషయాలు చెప్పారు. అండ్ ఐఎమ్ షూర్ అక్షయ్ ఈస్ లిస్నింగ్ టు us and watching us and smiling away, saying that yes, I'm there for you anytime antu is giving us blessings and smiling away. Thank you so much, Amma, for being with us, and hope to have you soon again with more stories that you are writing about the brave soldiers. And also, hopefully, next time we would love to talk to Naina too.
Thank you very much for having me, Jaya. I enjoyed being with all of you, and I would again like to say Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.
మరి ఈ రోజు వింటున్న ఆత్మీయులందరికీ మరొకసారి హృదయపూర్వక ధన్యవాదాలు. మరి ఈ కార్యక్రమాన్ని వింటూ మనతో మాట్లాడిన కవిత గారు కూడా హృదయపూర్వక ధన్యవాదాలు. అలాగే మనకి పాటలు హాంకాంగ్ నుంచి ఇద్దరు ఆత్మీయులు పాటలు పాడి పంపించారు. ఇక్బాల్ షేక్ గారు ధన్యవాదాలు. అలాగే రావు గారు, కోటేశ్వరరావు గారు, మీకు కూడా హృదయపూర్వక ధన్యవాదాలు. మన సాంకేతిక సహకారం అందజేసిన ప్రవీణ్ కూడా హృదయపూర్వక ధన్యవాదాలు తెలియజేస్తూ సైన్ ఆఫ్ చేస్తున్నాం. మళ్ళీ వచ్చే వారం జై హింద్ కార్యక్రమంలో మీ ముందు ఉంటుంది మీ జయ. అంతవరకు మరి మీరు రావు గారు పాడిన పాట అయితే తప్పకుండా వినాలి. వింటూనే ఉండండి. జై హింద్. సెలవు, నమస్కారం. జై హింద్.
हमको जान से प्यारा है, सबसे न्यारा गुलिस्ता हमारा है। भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है, सबसे न्यारा गुलिस्ता हमारा है। सदियों से भारत भूमि दुनिया की शान है, भारत माँ की रक्षा में जीवन कुर्बान है। भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है, सबसे न्यारा गुलिस्ता हमारा है। हिंदुस्तानी नाम हमारा है, सबसे प्यारा देश हमारा है। हिंदुस्तानी नाम हमारा है, सबसे प्यारा देश हमारा है। जन्मभूमि है हमारी शान से कहेंगे हम, सभी तो भाई भाई प्यार से रहेंगे हम। हिंदुस्तानी नाम हमारा है, सबसे प्यारा देश हमारा है।